So guys, I'm back, and I want to put a disclaimer on this video. I have to say that this is all alleged. Now, if you guys can take a look at this album cover of Mystikal, I just had to come back to Michelle Tyler. Okay, I have been praying on this and asking for signs. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be making several album covers of different rappers and performers back in the 90s, and I will be, exposing those covers and opening up a lot of your guys' minds and your spirit. Now, the first thing I want y'all to do is take a good hard look at this album cover. Okay, so things most of the time can stare people in the face and they don't even realize the symbolic things behind it. Now, first of all, as we know, Mystikal's sister was murdered back in 1995. Now, guys, you cannot find a article, a Google. If you Google, and she died at the age of 29, she was murdered. You cannot find an article with the autopsy. You can't find an article even in the New Orleans archives. I haven't found it. If someone else can find that, please let me know, okay? Send me an email or leave it in the comment section. Okay, so Damon Neville was beaten by the police into confessing that he murdered Michelle Tyler. He was convicted of second-degree murder, and the charges were later dropped because of no evidence tying him to the murder or to the crime scene, for that fact. Neville did not skip town. He was told to relocate because people were threatening his family, his friends, and people he know. Okay? So I played an interview on my other video with Damon Neville, stating the facts of what happened in the case and what happened with him and his family and what happened with Mystikal's sister. Now, I want you guys to really, really pay attention, because we about to go deep a little bit down this rabbit hole, okay? Because this is a rabbit hole. I am not accusing anyone, but a lot of things don't sit right. Now, let's go back. I've been doing research. You cannot find a picture of Michelle Tyler at the age of 29. Michelle Tyler sang on Mystikal's one of his songs called I'm Not That Nigga. You clearly hear his sister's voice, but we don't have a face. Okay? And I find that very strange. However, there is a picture of Mystikal and his sister. She's much older than him. You can tell in the picture he's a little boy and he's standing by her. So if you guys want to go check out my other video that I did on Mystikal and Damon Neville, please do so. Look in my video section. Okay, so something did come out that was kind of telling to me about her murder. As I stated in the other video, she was stabbed 16 times. Okay, 1 + 6 = 7. Now, it was never told until I talked to a source where she was stabbed about her body. Michelle Tyler, I want y'all to listen real close, was stabbed in her neck. Yes, only in her neck area, 16 times. That's a jugular. So if you hit that vein and you keep poking and stabbing somebody in the neck, okay, so it's going to be really bloody and really gruesome. For two, not only was Michelle Tyler stabbed in her neck 16 times, she was strangled. And guys, you are not going to believe what she was strangled with. She was strangled with a radio cord. Yes, a radio cord and stabbed in the neck. So someone wanted to take her neck off, is what it sounded like, okay? So why would Mystikal choose to call his first album Unpredictable? I don't know if this is the first album, but it is an album of his, okay? So unpredictable means if you describe something or someone as unpredictable, you mean that you cannot tell what they are going to do or how they are going to behave. For example, he is utterly unpredictable. Okay, so unpredictable can be erratic, fitful, variable, and uncertain. Okay, so an unpredictable person who puts unpredictable on their title of their album is letting you know that they can't be declared in advance. Okay, you can't predict them. Okay, you mean that you cannot tell what they are going to do. Okay, so jigsaw, this is a jigsaw puzzle. There are several pieces on his face that are missing, meaning that we don't know the real person in this picture on this photo album cover, because his identity is not known. We just know him as a rapper. We really don't know him. We know he's a rapper, he's mystical, and he's unpredictable. And so, where is his real face? Who are you? How can we really identify you? We can't, because you're unpredictable, for one, and for two, you're not showing your whole face. You guys heard that saying, no face, no case. Now, the cross on his right cheekbone appears to me, it's not an upside down cross, but it's a cross. And the level of a cross, where the short is on the bottom and the long is on the top, can be symbolic to an introverted cross. I'm not going to say that this cross is introverted. However, I will say that it looks strange for two. If you guys listen to Mystikal's album Murderer, the original, really close, you can hear mimicking. And a lot of people didn't catch on to that. It sounds like someone was trying to breathe. And why I said it's a mimic, I wouldn't want, if my sibling was stabbed, or, you know, he would know how she died because he's the sibling. And if you guys, like I said, listen to the Unpredictable album, you can clearly hear, I don't know if Mystikal's making that noise, and he's done it in some of his other songs. It's like a wheezing sound, or someone trying to catch their breath. Something is going on with the breathing. If you are stabbed in your neck and you're still alive while being stabbed in your neck, you're going to make those sounds. So I just thought that was very odd that he would include that in that particular song. So if I'm not going to play it here, you guys go and listen. You're making a song about your sister being murdered by her boyfriend, allegedly Damon Neville, but there is someone making a gasping sound. Guys, a gasping sound. Now, on this album, Unpredictable, Mystikal has several songs titled, and there are a couple of the listings of the songs that stood out to me, the titles. For instance, he made the song Murder 2 on this particular Unpredictable album. 13 Years, Unpredictable, of course. Did I Do It? You Can't Handle This. It Yearns. Okay, so those are the ones that stood out to me. Now I want you guys to listen to the lyrics that I'm going to read from 13 years. So this is towards the end of the song. He says, they gave me $500. Shit, I quit both of my jobs. Fuck them. Got other shit to do from 9 to 5. My birthday came and my sister died. But next year, Mystikal signed a $500,000 deal with Jive. This shit that's tragic can't be no more. Because of my rings, I work at A&P no more. I drive my Land Cruiser off the show floor. Got the time to feel the pain, sitting on Volvos, coming with scheme up in my dream. Who'd ever thought that I'd be a no-limit soldier by the end of that 13 manic motherfucking years. I do repeat, 13 manic motherfucking years. So he is claiming to be manic. So y'all already know, for y'all who are conspiracy theorists, it seems that celebrities reach a certain level before they reach the level a family member dies suspiciously or dies, or after. So he compares his sister dying. In the very next year, he signed a $1 million deal with Jive. All you have to do, guys, is pull up the lyrics. You don't have to go listen to the song because the lyrics is N-worded, okay? So this is what he's saying on 13 motherfucking years, okay? Let's move on to the next one. At the beginning of Did I Do It? Mystikal is saying, okay, you want to fuck with me? Question mark. Who is he talking to? It sounds like he's talking to himself. He said, come on. Who put this fucking shit together? Me. That's who. Who put what together, Mystikal? Then he goes in to say, did I do it? With a question mark. You fucking right I did. All right. Fucking right. Okay, that doesn't even sound right. But people are bopping and singing to it. I've done it. Until you can just read between the lines, you can find a lot out about people and life. Okay? So he goes on to say other things. But what caught my eye is he repeatedly said, I'm not that nigga, but I'm the shit. You not that nigga. So I'm not that nigga. It's the song I told you guys that his sister sang backup on that song, I'm Not That Nigga. Why he brought that up in this particular song, Did I Do It? Hey, it's for you guys to open up your mind. Now we're going to go back to the rest of the lyrics, guys. I want you guys to look at this album cover very closely. Because see, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you look down in the left corner, Mystikal is holding a piece of paper. And if you guys can't see it, you can blow it up and Google it. It says contract. Yes, that's what it says. It says contract. And we all know what contract means. Yes. So why does he have the contract in his hand and on the other side of the album cover, it says rest in peace? Now we know he's speaking of his sister, right? So contract and rest in peace is on this jigsaw puzzle, and it's put right in front of our face. See, because I'm tired of playing. I'm trying to take y'all down this rabbit hole, but y'all ain't listening. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all just thinking I'm getting up on here talking about something I don't know. Contract. Blow it up, guys. Blow it up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post a up close picture because you guys can't see what that says. It is a contract Mystikal is holding in his left hand. Okay? And you see where it says rest in peace. Oh, y'all don't hear me tonight. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't have to hear me. Just open up your eyes. It says contract. This is a blood motherfucking sacrifice. Now, if you look closely, see, I'm making this video on my phone. Okay? I have a computer and I also have an iPad. If you guys want to go ahead and watch this video on a computer, a bigger device, you can clearly see this album cover for what it is. Now, on the right side, guys, there is two guys appearing to be in front of a tombstone. There's no name on that. It just says rest in peace. And one little kid, a little boy, is lying on that headstone. Michelle Tyler had a young son when she was murdered. She had one child and he was a baby then when this happened to her. And you have an older guy that's older, appears to be older than the child, standing with this little boy while he's leaning on the tombstone. Put it together, guys. Now, why does Mystikal have him holding a contract on his album cover with these titles of these songs? I just wanted to point it out. Now, if you look at the very top, no one can really make out what that is. It seems like there is a man with a water hose and he's cleaning up something. Okay? He's cleaning up something. He's spraying something to dissolve something. Okay? Now, all of these puzzles are jigsaws because you can't really tell. Now, if you look up in the right side, at the top, you see a soldier with a gun. Okay? And then if you look over to the left side at the very top, you see Mystikal holding a hand sign with the letter H on the front of his jacket or sweater or whatever he's wearing. And he's holding a chain. Okay? Could not quite make out what the image is. But these are all different sectors of his unpredictableness. I don't know if you guys heard the title, The Mind of Mystikal. The Mind of Mystikal. Okay? The number 3. You can see the number 3 at the top of his head because there are 3 pieces to the puzzle missing. And at the bottom between his face and where that cross is, that funny looking cross, that's 3. So 3 and 3 is 6. Okay? And then you have 2 other pieces missing, 7 and 8. Okay, let's count the pieces that's around his head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8. I counted 8 pieces to the puzzle. How about let's count all of the pieces to the puzzle? So we know the pieces of the puzzle on his face that are missing is a total of 8. Okay? So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. His sister was stabbed in her neck 16 times. And on the album, this particular album, Mystikal has a title on number 7. Did I do it? I'm just, look, y'all, it's here. Y'all have to open up y'all eyes. Okay? There is really 16 songs on this unpredictable album. He just added a 17th track or something with lyrics he's not rapping. And it's called Shine, featuring Michelle Tyler. Now, guys, it's about the message. It's about the facts that's here. So Conspiracy is conspiracy. But when shit is in front of you and you can add this and subtract this, this is murder by numbers. It's not even murder by numbers to be exactly, it's in the mix. But it's kind of like this shit is in our face. It's being put in our face, and it's up to you to figure out the pieces to the puzzle. That's why this is a jigsaw. Mystikal knew what he was doing. Y'all better listen here. She was stabbed 16 times. 16 times. So y'all know what I'm gonna do? I got a lot more about this particular album, this album cover. I don't want my videos being too long. I want y'all to keep looking at this video. Listen, look at what I'm saying. It's there. You can see it for yourself. I'm not making this shit up. I want y'all to do y'all homework, and I'm going to come back with a part 2. And we going to finish this off with a part 2. Okay? That may be 20-something minutes also. Okay? So please like the video. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so when part 2 comes out, you will be aware. Okay? Until the next video, y'all. I'm out.